Hey guys, welcome back. This is going to be my follow-up to the original Weapon X showcase with an Ascended Weapon X. A couple of these first fights are pre-Ascension, and then it gets into the post-Ascension a little bit later. Starting out with a few rank 4s, just to kind of get into it a little bit. But stay tuned, there is some absolutely wild stuff in this video. Like stuff that I didn't think was possible. And I also want to take these few early rank 4 fights just to say a massive thank you to every single one of you for subscribing and getting me to 1,000 subs. This is kind of going to be like a semi-1,000 sub special type thing. And yeah, I just want to say I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all so much for all the support lately. It means the absolute world to me. And yeah, this is... I'll do other ways of saying thank you because it does mean a lot. They'll be coming soon. But for now, this showcase, which is what a lot of people have wanted for a while, is probably the closest I can get right at this minute anyway. Yeah, this is a Nick Fury pre-Ascension. There is one post-Ascension which is bonkers. And I just want to go over quickly the rotation for this meta in particular. So I've separated them out again like I did last time. So there's all the victory track fights to start with, and then the Gladiator Circuit week 3 and 4 fights afterwards. I think there's a few Gladiator Circuit week 1 and 2 nodes up in here somewhere soon. But yeah, what you want to do in this meta in particular is alternate your combo. There's some fights I just don't do it because there's some special attacks that don't hit hard enough to finish you, but for the most part you'll just get finished off by a special 3. So if they have like 3 or 4 prowess and they throw their special 3, it'll just finish you before you can even have chance to heal up. So what I like to do for the most part sometimes is just alternate my combo, take it slower, take my time, make sure I actually get the kill, which half the time he's powerful enough to do anyway. And yeah, it usually works out in times like that. Even with slowing it down, still 23-second fights. And again, this is pre-Ascension, just to compare to how powerful it would be post-Ascension. Post-Ascension, that'd be the time that they'd put up against a rank 5 with these rank 4 defenders. And I think this is the last rank 4 fight, this Quicksilver. And yeah, you can just see I'm just alternating my combos, or I'm at the point now where 2 prowess, usually around there, would be safe to eat a special 3 and still kind of be safe to survive. But yeah, now we're getting into the good stuff. So this is post-Ascension, and we're starting off with a rank 2 Chavez. So going off with that same rotation of medium or light, medium, light, medium. Get to about 4 rage, throw a heavy, completely miss. Yeah, it's not going to be a video from me if I don't throw a heavy into midair and it just not doing anything. But yeah, I'm at the point now where I'm kind of just going to go for it. Because, yeah, I was about to lose my rage and she had some prowess. Admittedly, that Chavez was pretty nice, but still, that was 44 seconds for a rank 2 Chavez. Now, I will be honest, I was blackout drunk doing this fight. I'd actually been out for the day with Matt Toohill and Bittersteel, and we decided for some reason to do friendlies after after a heavy session, and yeah, this is the result. this Nick just did not want to throw his special at all, and this is how it resulted. Just doesn't throw it. Into special 1, into relic, and that was a 41-second Nick Fury takedown. Yeah. I wouldn't have gone for that if I wasn't drunk, but it got for a cool video, so it's fine. So, with this showcase, I wanted to kind of more show what could happen as well if things don't go perfectly, because I feel like I did that a bit too much in the last one. Like, I just showed perfect scenarios. Like here, this is far from a perfect scenario. So, it's going alright to start with, and then he throws a special 1, and he just doesn't attack me. Well, he does attack me, but too late. And I think I end up losing my rage here. So I've got to wait out that timer and get my rage back. And up to that point, I'm literally just going to play like normal. So in a perfect world, I wouldn't lose my rage. I've got the timer back. This is how, well, this is the one of the situations where the SIG ability comes pretty clutch, because being able to build or get back your rage faster is pretty big in my opinion. And that was 71 seconds. Still 93%, still a clean fight, but it just wasn't ideal. And this is the type of scenario where it does go to plan. I do keep my berserk up the whole fight, and yeah, everything pretty much just goes as I intended it to, apart from me just throwing a special 1 into midair. Again, wouldn't be a video from me if I didn't do something completely stupid like that. So, take the extra couple of hits at the end there. And this is one thing I want to point out as well, while I've got that. I did take some red damage there and still finished at 100%. The 6-star Wolverine relic is pretty game changing because of the extra regen, duration and potency. So that's a reason that I can heal up as much as I do, and that's really showed in this fight. One thing I will say, do not try this at home. Do not try this. I'll be honest, we were just kind of messing around here because I thought there's no way that this goes well. And then it goes well. And I was in shock, honestly. Just got 3 prowess up. I'm at the point now where it's like, if I eat a special 3 here, I'm probably dead. Go for it. I'm at 87% at the moment. At the time of eating this. 9%. And that regen. I get to 100% and there's still some duration left on it. Which is, again, the Wolverine relic. The extra potency and the duration just gets me and keeps me at 100%. And that was a 62-second photon kill. Trust me when I say I probably will not be able to replicate that again. So do not try that matchup. I just thought it was a fun one to showcase. Now, this Cassie, it's not going to be as fast as the one that I showed before in the last fight, because again, I just throw special 1s in midair. And also, she did throw a special this fight. The fight before, I don't think she did. She throws 2 specials, actually. Yeah, the fight before, she never actually ended up throwing a special. And she threw 2 this fight and gave me a taunt. So it's a bit slower, but it's more realistic. And it's still sub 40 seconds. Now, this is a rank 2 Mantis. I'll be honest, this did surprise me a bit, because rank 2 defender, extra challenger rating. I wasn't expecting to 1 crit as much, 2 deal as much damage because of the health pools of a rank 2 compared to a 6-star even ascended. But you'll see I'll just let it play out, really. You'll just see how cracked this guy can actually be. Yeah, 45k special 1, and that's 34 seconds for a Mantis, which is absurd. Now, this first fight here, or this fight here, is going to be a rank 4 mojo. Later on, I do have a rank 2 7-star mojo that I fight. It's just at the time of making, or the time that I recorded this and made, or edited this in, I'd edited everything else prior to it and just added the extra stuff on the end. I think I did this a couple of weeks after, or a couple of weeks before the rank 2 mojo, so still, that's 27 seconds for a mojo. Pretty insane. And this is a rank 5 Kindred. Bear in mind, all of these guys are meta defenders. These are difficult defenders and ones that you'll commonly see placed. Maybe not so much Mantis, but everyone else that's shown so far is placed regularly. So this is definitely doable in an actual Battlegrounds match. And I have done these fights in actual Battlegrounds matches before. It's just half the time I just didn't record. Like this fight, I did this in a Gladiator Circuit match once, and it did go just about as well as this. Yeah, just special 1, let the bleeds tick him down from 5% to 1%. Special 1, done in 39 seconds, 100% or 98% health for a Kindred. It's not bad. It's going to be a similar situation to before with this Mole Man. Same with against Cassie. He's a lot more cooperative with the specials. I kind of have to play around the prowess node, so I'm taking this a lot slower, and I'm not just going to nuke into him like I did before, even though I'm doing exactly what I said I wouldn't do. I'm just showcasing the region. But yeah, he is a lot more cooperative with specials this time. And I'm not just sat in the corner nuking a champion that doesn't throw specials while unblockable. So again, it is a bit slower, but it's more of a realistic scenario. 50 seconds, still not too bad. Moleman is very tanky. And also to say it's difficult to hit around the block. Now the Spidey Supreme, the strategy is literally the exact same as last time. To get rid or put the miss on cooldown, and then just go ham. Yeah, just take the hit, relic, few light attacks, and that's that. If I didn't crit on those last few hits, I could just either relic or special 1. All good. Now this rank 5 Void, I couldn't get gameplay against the 7-star just because nobody I knew had one. So we're stuck with the rank 5. It's still a lot of health. And it's still the same showcase pretty much. It's the same as last time really. Like there's not much different. It's literally just maybe taking it a little bit slower. Waiting the whole length of that unstoppable for him to hit into me, and he just doesn't. Which is perfect. Taking a little bit of debuff damage from the fatigue. If he'd have put a Petrify or rolled Petrify at all, it just wouldn't have procced because I'm immune. That was another thing against Photon as well. Whenever she puts a debuff on you, she should put a Petrify. Weapon X is immune to Petrify. I forgot to mention that. This Wong, I'll be honest, for a 7-star Wong, I thought this was pretty insane. I'll be honest, did get very lucky with him not throwing special, but 27 seconds for a 7-star Wong, nothing to shake a stick at all. Now, rank 2 Overseer, this guy has about 300,000 health, just bear that in mind, 300,000 roughly, and this was probably one of the best fights I got. So I'm gonna kind of allow one prowess just because I know that I can survive this from a rank 2. Eat the special 3. Finish with about 50% health left. And I'm just going to nuke him now. And that is about a 45-second kill on 300,000 health. Overseer. Again, this Rintra, similar health pool, about 300,000-ish. And this fight kind of surprised me a bit, because the last time I fought a Rintra was the last time I did Weapon X vs Rintra it was crit me with your best shot, and it was about as fast as this. And it was a lot faster this time than it was in the last showcase, because I used this fight as an opener, and I think I finished about 70% health with 100, in like 70 odd seconds. And like here, that was about 45 seconds. That was 42 seconds for a Rintra. I've not seen many champs capable of doing that, which is absurd to me. Now, this rank 5 Doom, again, I'm going to say it, do not try this at home, because I really do not recommend doing this matchup. It's not the nicest, to say the least, and you'll see what I mean. So I got the shock on me, double resist, and he just stuns and heavies me. As soon as I did that, and then it happened again, I hit in the resist, and he almost heavied me again. Yeah, this fight was a bit stressful, but I got it down eventually. Now I'm going to let my Berserk expire just because I want to play this safe, and I'm just going to use my combos and utilise Deep Wounds just to get him down. And that's that. 50 seconds for a Doom, with a champ that should not be able to take a Doom. Now, this Spider Pig. I completely forgot to put this fight in the last showcase, and I'm making up for it this time by putting 4 videos of Spider Pig in this showcase. 3 of them are later on in the timeout, or quote-unquote timeout meta showcase. So, literally, most of these fights are the exact same. It's just I'm probably not going to throw another special, I don't think. Yeah, I'm not going to throw another special because I've got a popper on me, and I don't want to take that popper damage and not be able to heal it back up. I know if I eat a special 3 here, I'll actually be able to heal. So, 42%, just going to kind of let this tick out a little bit, and the bleeds just finish him off before I can get all the way up. But, still 47 seconds, still 95%, not going to complain. Now, Hulkling. Getting this video was a nightmare because Hulkling's AI was just wild most of the times I tried fighting him. Literally, like, Act 1 level AI. It was horrific. I just completely missed parry there. I'm going to use that as an excuse to showcase the benefit of the 6-star Wolverine relic. Just having that extra regen, potency, and duration. So, having that, what Weapon X heals originally is around, I think it's 100% of the damage you take, and then add recovery onto that, that's 115%. I think if it's flat, then adding the 6-star Wolverine relic on takes that up to 122%. Which is pretty big, especially if you take a big hit, like I will in this fight, against a rank 2 Sasquatch, which is the biggest health pool in the game. I got a couple of these because I did mess it up tragically in the first attempt. But yeah, the benefit, basically, if I were to get to if I were to get knocked to about 20%, instead of healing 80% back, I'd heal 96% back because of that 120%. So it's pretty big. Now, the mistake I made was using that heavy because I wasn't able to keep my berserk up, and I keep getting hit, and I'm going to finish this fight with about 75%-ish health. All because I just lost my berserk. Because I threw that heavy earlier. That was still 65 seconds for 375,000 health. 65 seconds is not slow at all. That's about as fast as champs like Scorpion can do sometimes, and as fast as champs like Spider-Ham can do against this level of health pool. So this is nothing to shake a stick at all. People are just underrating how much damage this guy can actually do. And this is the good version because I actually learn from my mistakes and don't throw that heavy attack just to keep my berserk up. I just try and keep it up. I think, oh wait, why don't... Never mind. I think I just end up keeping my berserk up regardless. But yeah, I thought I'd saved the heavy until afterwards, unless I was getting that low on rage to the point where I thought I'd run out before I could heal it back. And there I just throw the special 2 instead of going for another heavy, which was probably the better move to start with. And again, this is about... That was 67 seconds. Similar time to the first time, but with 100% this time, so not bad at all. Now, I've got a couple of Scorpion fights, because everyone knows Scorpion is a dick, and Scorpion Sense is one of the mechanics in the game of all time. Just want to show how that works when it works at its worst. And yeah, he just decided to throw a special 1 there and be very kind. I'm just going to let my berserk run out because I'm not going to land heavies, and I'm not throwing a special with 4 poisons to keep it up. And I'm pretty sure... Does he evade again? No. I just take this slow because I want to actually finish this fight. And he evades again there. Yeah, Scorpion is a dick. That's kind of your standard fight. That's how a fight will likely go. And this is how it goes when it's a perfect scenario. He doesn't evade, doesn't throw a special 1. I mean, the fight before, that was still 55 seconds with 80% health. That's a winnable score. It's not a bad fight as though I died or lost the round or anything. It's a winnable score. And even the bad fights here are winnable scores. Like against the Sasquatch. And yeah, this is the perfect scenario where you finish 31 seconds, 100% health. Now, next up, rank 5 Jessica. This is another one of those situations where this guy should not be able to counter this champion, but just does. He just deals that much damage to the point where her abilities just are ignored, really. Like, before she can become annoying, he just finishes the fight. Go in, special 1. I think I go for another special 1 before she gets to 6. I am getting very lucky with crits here, I will admit. But that was a 29-second rank 5 Jess takedown. Now, I'm putting this in because this fight is just annoying. I don't want to try and do this again. This is the first attempt I had at it, and it was annoying to the point where I kind of gave up a little bit. I'm lucky that Infuriate didn't fail my Unstoppable there, because I know it can. Infuriate, I hate the mechanics so much on defense. I'm just going to let my rage expire there, because I wouldn't actually be able to have heavy countered. I may have taken too much red damage from the end of the special 2 to heal back up all the way. So I just take this as slow and steady as possible and try and finish at a high health count. And Hercules just becomes Hercules and starts being annoying. As always, like, why is he just throwing light attacks in midair? I don't understand. Just gonna let Infuriate heal me a bit, and Special 1 finishes him off. 73 seconds, not a good fight, but I don't want to fight Hercules again, I'll be honest. Now, this Kingpin one kind of surprised me a little bit, because it's difficult to manage because of the extra power gain he gets. But this just showcases the mechanic of Weapon X, where whenever an opponent shrugs a debuff, he gains a rage stack. And this is easy to, or in a matchup like this, it's very easy to keep up your rage because he's just shrugging everything all the time. The only issue is he's got 3 overpowers, and if I get hit by even just basic combos, that could kill me. But 37 seconds for a Kingpin, pretty decent. And this rank 2 more, I had troubles with this one last time. I don't think I had troubles with it this time. I think it was a lot smoother on this one, just because I actually played it slow. Oh yeah, tip, you can heavy counter more if you do the light whiff. The rock won't hit you. I think I'd try and bait a special 1 here, or just go for a special 2 bait. Yeah, I think I gave up trying to bait a special 1. Just go for the special 2. Just going to throw a special 1 while I have close to 2 bars of power, just so that I can chain this special 1 in. 42k crit. Relic, heavy attack to knock him down, stop the falter, and yep, there we go. 48 seconds with a lot of that spent baiting specials. This is that rank 2 mojo that I was on about earlier. I wanted to put them together, but I'd already edited a good 25 minutes of this video, so here it is. Yes, I will admit that's very lazy, but it's the gameplay. It showed. Yeah, just eat as many hits as I can with the Unstoppable. I was hoping, honestly, that he'd throw a special 2 there, but he never ended up doing it. I think he throws a special 3 here. I can't remember how many prowess were on him, but this doesn't end up killing me. I think this takes me down to about 20-ish%. Yeah, 28%. And this is what I mean with the relic. I'm healing a lot more than the degen can do to me. Like, I finished at 100% with 2 degens on me. The extra healing is pretty substantial from the relic. So if you have a Wolverine relic, put it on and put the extra regen potency and duration on. It's game changing for this guy, if any of you actually are ranking up. Now this spot, in the first 10 hits he gains 5 spots, which is RNG. It's some of the RNG of all time. And I've got no more to say on that, and I'd literally just go for the nuke now, I think. Yeah, one more combo, relic, done. 37 seconds. Now, I've gone for this Hulk purely for the health pool. The health pool is pretty much the exact same as Overseer, but I mainly just wanted to kind of show that even against champs that punish hard on defense, if you get hit, you can still manage it perfectly fine. Like, Hulk is probably one of the hardest hitting champs in the game now after his buff, and he's still fairly easy to manage. Just get hit in the face a load. And I'm back at 100% still. Yes, that was very messy, but some fights are. Not every fight's perfect. Speaking of not perfect fights, I'll be honest, I didn't think this fight was possible. Because everyone knows Killmonger is annoying as hell, and every time you put a debuff on him, he gets a massive burst of power. Now Weapon X has a 50% chance on each hit out of Berserk to put a bleed on him, and a 100% chance in Berserk to put a bleed on him. So I thought this would literally just be me baiting specials constantly and not being able to get anywhere with this fight, honestly. But end up eating a special 3 here, and this is another situation where the extra healing from the relic is huge, because I've taken a bit of reverb damage. I've also got the rejuvenate buff on me to increase healing a bit more. Back at 100%. And I'm just going to play this slow and steady now. If I get back another Berserk, I get back another Berserk. But he's down to about 50, or he was down to about 15% with about a minute and 10 seconds left. And then I'm just playing it as slow and steady as possible now, while reverb's on cooldown. Finish it off, 96% health, 75 seconds for a rank 2 Killmonger. That's absurd. Now, this rank 5 Mephisto, I will be honest, I tried this fight multiple times against a rank 4, and I ate a special 3 in most of them because of Mephisto's power gain, and he just died too fast for me to be able to heal up. So I wanted a rank 5. Now, I don't know if this is intended. I'm pretty sure it isn't. So I'm just going to put that out there right now. But whenever Mephisto's Soul Imprisonment is active and I dex, that gives me a Berserk charge. I think the intended way for Weapon X's abilities is for it to only be when his personal abilities fail, and not when abilities like Dex fail or anything from masteries like Resonate. I think that's a bug at the moment. If it's not, it's not, but I'm pretty sure it is. Now, that was the last of the victory track fights. Onto the Gladiator Circuit, week 3 and 4. Now, I picked Titania here, or I wanted to fight a Titania purely just because she has health and she's tanky. I'll be honest, I completely forgot that she's buff immune, and you can literally just fight her like normal and not have to worry about prowess. My relic whiffed there. That is still a thing. But yeah, eating a full special 2, you'll love to see it. Throw my special just to keep Berserk up long enough for me to be able to get some or heal all the way back up, and then just completely ruin it like I did there. But yeah, I literally just picked this fight because I thought it was cool. Why not? It's not perfect by any means. It's a longer Weapon X fight, but Titania can be placed on defense to trap people. It works. Now, these next fights, I like to call these the good, the bad, and the ugly. Start off with the ugly. This is kind of what a fight would... I don't want to say 90%. There's a chance that fights go like this. I wanted to put this in because this is just hilarious. Just the way everything goes here. I'm at 50% already. I'm not healing much back. And he's just evading. He's just evading everything. I have 7 poppers on me. This man is just evading. I have 29 rage on me because of how much this guy is evading. This must have been at least like 60% of my hits have just been evaded. And I'm actually managing to heal all this back between willpower and the poppers. Another good thing as well, Weapon X isn't affected by despair, so those poppers stacking up aren't affecting me. I charge a heavy there to tank the whole special while unblockable, or while unstoppable, to keep my berserk up and heal all the way back to full, and he just keeps on evading. He's at 1%, he just clips me at the end. 13 poppers still. That fight was hilarious to me, and that's why I put that in. And that is that's something that can happen if you ever try taking that. Now this one isn't nearly as bad, but it is still pretty bad. It's one of those like the Absorbing Man fight and the Sasquatch fight where it's fine, like it's a winnable score, it's good and all, but it's not the perfect scenario. It's not a fight that is like 30 seconds, everything goes your way. This is if things go sideways and you can still win the round with it. Like, I've got 6 poppers on me, just waiting to get that regen back. The evade again gets me, and that was about 49 seconds. Still a good fight, just not as good as what this would be. Like, this is the perfect scenario. And bear in mind, this is all with the prowess build-up and the 5% damage reduction for each prowess that he has, which is pretty nuts to say that he can get fights this fast with all this damage reduction. And you can get fights down like this before it becomes a problem. 30 seconds. And we got FNG in war. Now, taking a Rintra, a 300k health fight in the damage reduction meta. Not many champs can get this guy down in this meta. I got quite lucky there. But Rintra is easily one of the best defenders in this meta because he's annoying as hell to get down anyway, and never mind the extra damage reduction. And even with that, Weapon X can do it. So I charged my heavy at the end of that first special one, just to keep my berserk up and get the extra fury. Now it's fallen off. I'm just going to wait, play it patient, keep the bleeds up until it gets back. And the bleeds are doing some good damage. Like, I've got 6 bleeds and they were ticking for 1800 there, even with 9 prowess. Which is as a reminder, that's about a 45% damage reduction. And at the moment he's got a 55% damage reduction. And he's also just naturally as tanky as he is. Eating a special 3 here. I'm going to wait and heal all this back. Throw another special 1 into midair, as I do, and the bleeds just finish him. That was 87 seconds for Rintra in the timeout meta. Not many champs can take a rank 5 Rintra down. I'll say it again, because that just gets the point across how much damage this guy is capable of doing, even when fights don't necessarily go your way. Got quite lucky there. Going for Hulkling in this meta as well. This is a pretty dangerous fight. I'm just trying to bait a special 2 here. I don't know if I actually give up. No. Eat as many hits there as I can, just because extra power and extra berserk charges. I just go all in here, don't I? He throws a special 3, but it's not a problem. Can heal it all back, as always. And in this meta, Hulkling's special 3 won't just instantly KO you like it would in the victory track. I had that, I think it's not just me that had that a couple of times. A few other people, I know Nar had it once or twice, and he warned me about it. I've seen it happen, it's happened to me. Yeah, just this meta you can actually do that safely. And I completely lied to you about this being that being the last victory track fight, the Mephisto. This is the last victory track fight. What I wanted to showcase in this one was the stun immunity, because if I'd stunned Kate at all in this fight and her riposte had gone off and I hadn't finished the fight in 27 seconds, then I just would have ignored it, because Weapon X is immune to stun when he's in Berserk, which is a nice little bit of utility for nodes like Encroaching Stun or champs that would stun you on hit like Kate. I just finished her too fast to be able to show that. Now, this Chavez was a perfect fight, pretty much. Like, this was absolutely perfect. This could not have been going any better. Run out of Berserk, yeah. And I'm waiting. She gets pushed to special 3. Special 1, she's at 3%. Throws it. And this takes me down to about 50%. Now, that is kind of what is expected. That's average, kind of, and then I just eat more hits. Because I'm just trying to... I panicked a bit, I'll be honest. And just went for it. And then special 1, 50%, 66 seconds. That was going so well until it wasn't. That was a perfect fight up until it wasn't. So, because that was in the actual circuit, I wanted to try and replicate this in friendlies. Now, I've got a couple of fights here. The biggest mistake I made there was pushing her into negative zone. No, not negative zone. I think that's Dark Dimension. To the point where pretty much all the damage I eat here is all that reflected damage. And this goes perfect because she just doesn't throw special 3, which is absurd. That was a 34 second fight, and I took 70% of that of just reverb damage. Now, this was me being able to perfectly replicate that. This was probably a perfect fight. Like, this is probably better than what I had going the first time, and she just doesn't end up throwing special 3, so... I don't even know if I push her to special 3, honestly. Yeah, just relic, heavy relic, go for it. Special 1, and it's done. 100%, 35 seconds. Now, rank 5 Quicksilver. Weapon X is one of my favourite Quicksilver counters, purely because of the Unstoppable and the Evade. So whenever Quicksilver evades, you gain the Unstoppable and a couple of Berserk charges. It just keeps his ramp up a bit easier, honestly. I don't go for the heavy counter there just because of the node, the stun node. I don't feel like I can get an easy opening. And yeah, this fight, I literally just go for it. I just no cares in the world, just go all in. 38 seconds. Now, I'm pretty sure this is the last couple of fights in this showcase. Rank 5 Jess. Last 2 fights. This first one, this is a perfect fight until it isn't. I think I get greedy at the end and eat a special 2. And then the next fight is the same matchup, it's just I end up actually being able to eat it perfectly fine, so yeah. Or I say I end up being able to eat it fine, I just don't be a moron like I was here. Heavy attack, 5%, I go for it and get hit twice and bleed kills him. I lost 33% of my health for no reason at all. So because of that, I kind of panicked a bit and just thought, oh, that's disgraceful. I need to do that again. I need to replicate it. And this is as close as I could get to it being perfect. So I just want to take this time in the last few minutes or last few seconds of this video to thank you all for making it this far, if you have. Again, this video took a lot of time to make, so please, if you could just share it around, it'd mean the world to me. Thank you so much again for 1,000 subscribers. This is... I never even thought I could make it this far. And all the support I've been getting lately has been overwhelming, and I appreciate all of you for it. And yeah, if you want to see more Weapon X gameplay, please share, please like. I don't tend to ask for those ever, but this did take a hell of a long time to make, so I'd appreciate everything. Appreciate you all, love you all, thank you for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.